Welcome back, crypto family. This is XRP before 10K 10 life edition. Right now we're on episode 26. Today is 6/28/2025. XRP is going to 10K. Right now we're slashing through reality right now with the machete. But yeah, guys, we're going to 10K. We are, and I just hope that you guys are really listening. I hope you guys have a cold storage wallet. If you don't know what a cold storage wallet is, you need to get one. I had one, but my ex stole it, so I bought another one. It's coming in a couple days, and when I get it, I'm going to show you guys what a cold storage wallet looks like. But when you're in the crypto space, the first thing you need to have is a cold storage wallet. Let's just say if you have all your money on Uphold and for some reason Uphold gets sued, you're gonna lose all your money. Or let's just say when XRP does hit 10K and you have all this money on Uphold, they are not gonna let you just pull it all out. They're gonna limit you, tell you what you can and can't do with your money, and who knows, they could even take all your XRP, maybe if they wanted to, I don't know, but who really knows, so the whole point of getting a cold storage wallet is so you can own your own crypto. You can be your own bank, and you'll have all of your money on this little thing that only you know the password to. And if you want to be your own bank, you can do whatever you want. So rule number one, get a cold storage wallet. If you have over $100, really, because it's like, what are you investing for if you don't really want to take it serious? But yeah, so like I said tonight, and I don't think we're gonna get cut off. I think my memory is pretty good on my phone. But yeah, tonight we're gonna read our book, and I just needed to tell y'all like the blessings God is doing for me right now. He is really blessing me. I'm blowing up on TikTok. The past few days I've gotten over 100 new followers on TikTok a day. Today we actually did a record. We've already done over 150 new followers for today on TikTok, and these are real people. So that's pretty crazy. If you do the math, in 50 days, because right now I'm almost at 5K followers. So in 50 days, at this rate, in 50 days, if it actually keeps gradually increasing, 50 days from now, I will 100% be at over 10,000 followers on TikTok. So that's exciting. But the craziest thing is, like, you guys know how I told you guys XRP is gonna go to 10K. God said I'm gonna be with my 222, my divine partner. You guys are gonna see her. She's stunning. She's amazing. I can't wait for that to come into play, because that's like my biggest flex, my 222, my divine counterpart. Let me stop. I'm gonna gas her up when I can. You feel me? But yeah, so basically he told me I'm going to be eventually paid to live. I'm going to be paid to travel the world and talk to people and things like that. And I will be. And all of this, everything that God is doing for me, I'm telling you guys because God is using me to bring you guys to Christ. That's what he's doing. So everything that I'm telling you is going to happen, he's going to do just to prove his point that he is who he says he is. And he has the power that he has, and he's doing that through me, because I've done the shadow work. If you don't know what shadow work is, look into it. It's not witchcraft. It's just like manifesting, really tapping into yourself, spirituality, and doing work, putting the work in. But you guys have to look into that yourself. Well, yes, God, Jesus, manifestation, everything like that, all that is real. It's real life. This world is just the dream planet. The spiritual realm is the real realm, and I hope to see you guys there. But anyways, what I was gonna say is basically, like, people have been like saying come out to Kenya, come out to different places and stuff once XRP hits 10K, because people already want me to speak, and they know once it hits 10K they're gonna want to see me. So like already asked me to go places, and I had some dude today, he said when XRP hits 10K, man, I got you on limo rides, and we're gonna hang out, sip some lemonade, because he was telling me he got sober, and I'm like, bro, that's amazing. It's very beautiful. People don't know how hard it is to get sober. And I was like, dude, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm very proud of you. But yeah, he said once it hits 10K, he got some on the limo rides in Cali, and we'll be sipping lemonade, you know. No alcohol. I don't need alcohol. All alcohol is, guys, is you letting demons inside of you. And that's why you feel outgoing and different when you drink alcohol, because that's not you. You're letting someone else's spirits inside of you. That's what the truth is. This is the spiritual world. But yeah, we're gonna be sipping lemonade. I hope it's like some, like, you got different flavors of lemonade, you know, regular lemonade, strawberry, watermelon lemonade, you know. I'm hoping it's like that. And I was like, hey, well, when we do, you know, God's saying I'm gonna be getting married soon, so my wife, she's gonna be there with us, and we're gonna just bring the good vibe. So I'm excited for that. You know, I'm already being invited on yacht parties, and you know, the place is all ready. And that's how powerful God is, because XRP has not even hit 10K yet. But when it does, bro, I'm set. I'm so set. It's already working. Like, it literally already is working, chat. And I promised the limo dude, you know, I would say shout out Oregon, you know, shout out the Ducks, you know. Me personally, I don't really care about sports, but I think the Ducks, you know, they're pretty cool. I like the colorways, you know, they always come with the different outfits. So shout out them, man. Who knows? I might end up in Oregon sometime. But yeah, man, it's crazy what God is doing, dude. Like, I posted a video on TikTok the other day, like yesterday or the day before, something like that. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And in one day, one full 24-hour day, it was already at 45,000 plays. And it's in, right now it's in between like 300 and 600 comments. I don't remember which one it was. It's either 300 or 600. But things are popping off, and I'm telling you guys, God is using me. I was saved by Jesus Christ. I went through an 8-day fast that he forced me to go through. He reconstructed my entire nervous system. I was dead inside for 9 years, and this man literally came and restructured my entire nervous system and saved my life. And most of y'all don't know, I had the word "save me" engraved in my skin, because I was really going through it. And I knew God was the only way out. So I never gave up on him, and look, here I am. So if you're dead inside, emotionally numb, or emotionally unavailable, the only way you're gonna get out of that is through God. I've done the research. The only way you're gonna get out of being dead inside, emotionally unavailable, or detached, or dissociating, like endlessly, is through Christ. And I'm here to tell you guys that. Like, really, that's the only way. Let's say you guys are you know, you're alcoholic, your brain's messed up, your whole body's, your nervous system's messed up. You might think it's done for you, it's over, but no, Jesus Christ can change anything. He can literally make the impossible possible. And that's what he's done for me. And people are like saying, like, don't play with God's name. I'm not playing with God's name. God is using me to bring you guys to him. Am I a prophet? Yes, I'm a prophet. What do prophets do? They show you the miracles of God, and they bring you to Christ. If I was a false prophet, I would not be bringing you all to Christ, and I would not be telling you guys what God has said that's going to happen and what he's doing for me. You guys, I literally had my whole spiritual awakening on this YouTube channel with you guys from day one. So, you know, this is the word. I'm planting my seeds. When XRP hits 10K, all of you are gonna flood my comment section and say, hey, I'm sorry that I ever judged you or didn't believe you or anything like that. And no hard feelings. I know God said don't judge them for what they don't understand. And I'm not. I understand how you got, like, it's crazy the times we are living in, because, like, when there's people like me popping up on the internet and showing you guys, like, I'm a prophet, I have a miracle, God blessed me with spiritual gifts, and he's doing miracles for me, just know Jesus is coming. We are in the end times. I know people say that all the time. Your grandma probably said that. But no, like, we are really in the end of times. We are probably, I think it said we're gonna have seven years of abundance or something, and then that's when like the rapture and things are gonna happen. This is the years of abundance that it's coming is right now with XRP and this new internet of value system and what they're doing with that. How is XRP gonna hit 10K? I'm gonna say it one more time. I feel like I keep saying it, but the whole point of me being here is to open your mind so you can realize what's going on. So if you're new here, basically the way XRP hits 10K is with this new system, they are tokenizing the value of everything. Meaning like houses, apartments, cars, etc. Just everything, they're tokenizing the value of this. They are not physically saying, hey, here's the cash for these items, here you go. No, that's not what they're doing. This is the internet of value, meaning they basically are just putting the value of everything on the ledger. That's what they're doing. Like, I hope that makes sense to you guys. They're not worried about the amount of money that's circulating in the world right now. That does not determine the market cap of this new thing that they have built. What determines the market cap of what this new thing that they have built is the amount of value that they add to this ledger. If they have unlimited houses, then I guess they're just gonna add unlimited value to this ledger. And you guys got to think this is on a global scale. And Dubai, they have already put their properties, the value of their properties, onto the ledger. They already have started. You see what I'm saying? They don't need to give Ripple the literal cash for these items. This is the internet of value. They're literally virtually adding the value onto the ledger. And that's how it works. And imagine when all the countries in the world do this and they tokenize everything. We're talking about $10 quadrillion, $100 quadrillion. I don't even know how far this is truly going to go, family. I don't know how far, but just know $560 trillion gives you a $10,000 XRP. They're 100% going to have at least $10 quadrillion on this ledger at some point. You know how much that is? If half a quadrillion is a $10,000 XRP, just do the math, man. Just do the math. XRP can easily go to 100K. Easily. And like I said, guys, you gotta have a cold storage wallet. And when it does hit 10,000, we are never selling. We are like the Rothschilds. We are royalty, family. We are divine. We are smart and we are intelligent. Put your crypto, your cold storage wallet in a trust and borrow against your money so that you never have to sell. And okay, you have to pay taxes. So what? You have all this money, bro. It's just going to keep increasing in value. As long as you never sell your XRP, your money's just going to keep growing because this is the new system. They're going to keep on tokenizing everything that they can. We are already millionaires. We are already billionaires. All you have to do is just wait for a little bit, get you a lawyer, and then do what I just said. And that's it, family. And I'm telling you, I have divine knowledge. I have divine wisdom. I am a child of God. I am a light worker. I've done this. I've done the shadow work. I am a prophet. I am. And I have no doubt. You see this? You see my eyes? I have no doubt. I'm not here to lead you in the wrong direction. What do I have to gain? I'm working at Burger King. I'm living in a tent. What do I have to gain? Nothing. I have nothing to gain in misleading you. Like I said, it's all gonna come at time. And you guys know when it hits 10K, just off this content alone, family, I am a millionaire. I am royalty. I am. And anytime I walk anywhere, people are going to be opening the door for me, asking me to speak to them, asking me to eat at their restaurant. I am going to be one of the most famous people that you guys have ever known. Michael Jackson effect. That's how powerful and famous I'm going to be for all the right reasons. I didn't have to sell my soul. I didn't have to sell my soul to a label. I didn't have to do something that was against my beliefs. But a lot of famous people did. And it's sad because they didn't have God, they didn't have Jesus, and they weren't living right. And karma's coming. If you do wrong, and you know you do wrong, you know what you did, karma's coming and there's nothing you can do about it. We will all face judgment. And me personally, I know I'm good. I'm saved by Jesus Christ. I'm his prophet. I am gonna go to heaven. I'm already living in heaven right now, you see. I'm telling y'all, I'm the most famous person you're ever gonna see or meet. If you cross my path, I'm gonna be walking around like Michael Jackson with crowds like Michael Jackson. I could pull a whole crowd just to talk for 10 minutes and people will feel like they just almost saw God. And this is not my ego. I don't have an ego. I have Jesus Christ. I have God. I don't have an ego. I have master self. I have mastered masculine and feminine energy, the yin and yang, my ultimate self. Anything is possible through Christ. And as I said, I'm in a tent. I have money in crypto, but right now, I think in my bank account, I have $2 in my bank account. Right now, I have to believe in God to make sure I'm fed because I know where XRP is going and I'm not gonna miss my opportunity. I don't care how long it takes. God is gonna make sure I'm fed and he's gonna make sure I'm good regardless because he's all I truly need, all I need. Well, let's get into this family. Let's get into this. Let's see. So, The Mastery of Self by Don Miguel Ruiz is what we are reading. We are on chapter 5, spotting the triggers and maneuvering the traps. And this is very important. I feel like this has to deal with negative and positive energy. That's what my intuition is telling me. What we are gonna see. All right, so and I'm so happy. Like, you guys don't even know. Earlier I was crying, right? I was crying because it's like, I don't know, something personal, right, with my family. But after I got done crying, I was like, you know what, man? I'm so happy. Like, I can cry now. Like, what? I just cried? Yes, I just cried, bro. People don't understand how, like, deep my story, my personal story, and the things I've been through. I was dead inside for so long. I was dissociating for 5 years and dead inside. And then for 9 years, basically, total, I was dead inside. But, you know, I wasn't dissociating all 9 years. And there's a difference between that. But anyways, I could not cry. I could be so sad and heartbroken. No tears would come out of my eyes because I was so empty inside and just so destroyed from the things I've been through. But yeah, I was so excited. Like, after I realized, like, hey, dude, I'm crying, bro. Like, I'm crying and this feels amazing because I never used to have, like, I was never able to do this before. So I put some music on, you know, I just started dancing. I'm like, I'm crying. Oh my gosh, I am crying. Thank you, God. Thank you for letting me cry, God. I have emotions. I have emotions. I am emotionally intelligent. I can feel. It's a beautiful thing. Like, you know how like blessed you have to be to thank God for allowing you to cry and feel sad. Like, man, Jesus Christ has changed my life. He's changing my life. There's nothing he can't do. Nothing he can't do. Is God good sometimes? No, God is good all the time. Y'all are going to see, I'm going to bring y'all to Christ. Y'all have never seen something like me before. Y'all have never seen a force so determined, so spiritually blessed, happy, and just ready to prove a point. I'm going to prove my point. I promise y'all that. And y'all are going to look back at these videos like, man, that dude, he's something else. He's not of this world. Okay, chapter 5, spotting the triggers and maneuvering the traps. Up until this point in this book, the information presented has been largely foundational. That's because in the process of becoming a master of self, one begins the understanding that we are dreaming. This is the dream world, like I told y'all. This is the dream world, and the world that's outside this is the spiritual world. The spiritual world is the real world. But yeah, so one begins understanding that we are dreaming, both on a personal and collective level. I love the collective. Ooh. Once the dream is recognized, we turn our attention to those things that can make the dream a nightmare, specifically domestication and attachment. We also learn that the antidote to the nightmare is unconditional love. Yes, once you have unconditional love, bro, this nightmare that you claim you're in, this depression and the way you see life, with unconditional love, everything is great, even crying. And the key to accessing that type of love lies in forgiveness for others and yourself. I forgive everybody that did me wrong, because I love myself and I know that they're just going through their own stuff. But information alone does not make you a master. Applying the tools does. And this is where we will now turn our focus. And that's how I feel about God. Like, just knowing about God is not going to does not make you saved. It does not mean you're going to go to heaven just because you believe in God and you know him. Like, no, you have to actually do the work. As you live life, engaging and interacting with others rather than sitting alone in a clustered monastery, you are sure to encounter many situations that have potential to hook your attention and knock you off balance. The dream of the planet is full of types of traps and the dream of the planet is full of these types of traps, and falling into them pulls you out of your awareness and back into the fog and drama of the party. And let me just throw this in here, guys. So basically, my little cousin, like a couple weeks ago and then a couple months ago, like, I almost committed suicide because I was in something very toxic and demons were coming for me. Like, through people, they were coming for me. And every time I almost killed myself, my little cousin called me in divine timing, and just like saved my life. She did that like 2 or 3 times, right? And it was like divine timing. Like, every time she did, I was like, cuz you don't even know, like, I was just about to kill myself. Like, I was so close. I had the rope around my neck and things like that. Like, I was this close, cuzzo. But you saved me. And y'all don't understand, man. Like, I'm not trying to cry. Like, I love crying now. Like, it's fun at this point because it's like I get to cry. But like, she saved me, and that's when I knew, like, with all the divine timing, I knew that she was gifted just like me. And she recently was like, she had this girlfriend, right, or whatever, right? And I think she's actually about to start dating men again, which is cool, you know. It doesn't really matter to me. But she had this toxic girlfriend, and she also had this cousin that recently beat her up. I ended up having to beat him up because, like, bro, you're not gonna have my cousin bleeding coming to me crying. So I had to beat him up. Like, you gotta know how to balance, like, dark and light to be a real master. You can't just be like a godly person that's scared to, like, you know, do what you really gotta do and stand your ground. Sometimes you gotta go into the darkness, but you gotta know how to balance it and be a master, so you don't go off the edge, or, you know, yeah, it's a balance. Anyways, I had to beat him up, and then she was crying. I'm like, you do realize that this dude, this person, your cousin that I had to beat up, that did this to you, he had to go out of your life before you can get your blessings and your abundance. Like, this had to happen. And also, she has a girlfriend, or had a girlfriend, who was a Jezebel, right? And just disgusting energy. Anyways, she was like, it's hard. And I'm like, I know it's hard, but you have to get rid of this person as well in order to get your blessings. God's not going to put your blessings in front of you if you have these energies around you, because you're going to lose it and fuck it up, right? And that's just the hard truth. So, you know, she messaged me today, and this was like 4 or 5 days ago that this all happened, like, where I had to beat this dude up. Maybe even probably four, maybe 3 days ago, right? And she just recently got out of that relationship. Guess what? She messaged me today. Her dream school just accepted her into college. I was like, I told you, cuzzo. I told you. Once you get these people that are not meant for you and your blessings out of your life, and they are not part of your destiny, once you get them out the way, God is going to put your blessings of abundance in front of you and make everything play out how it's supposed to. And she was like, cuzzo, you never lied. And I was like, never, ever, ever. You know? Because I've been through it, dog. I've been through it. As soon as I got out of that toxic relationship, which I was about to kill myself several times, y'all, I'm in front of y'all. I'm here in front of y'all. I'm blowing up on TikTok. I have a following. I have all these blessings. I was reborn, had a spiritual awakening, given spiritual magical gifts. Like, this is what God can do, but you guys got to get these people out of your lives. These toxic people, oh, the sex is good. Who cares, bro? Imagine when you end up with your divine partner, how that sex is going to be. Sex is only meant for marriage. I'm going to just be real. Sex is spiritual and it is soul ties, and it should just not, your body should not just be thrown around. But anyways, imagine that sex. Sex is not everything, but I'm just saying, imagine that sex. When you have sex with a spiritual being that is on the same frequency as you. It's like, at that point, it's like putting this thing on. Damn, you, it's like being in a dream at that point, you feel me? Like, nothing will be able to compare to that. But the point is, what I'm trying to tell y'all is, you guys got to get these people away. You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about in your life. That is not good for you. That's toxic, and you know they shouldn't be there, but you're just letting them stay along in your life. You guys got to stop that shit. Because as soon as you do, and you go and you just cry it off and say, God, I don't understand right now, but I know you would not do me wrong, and you know what's best for me, and I believe you're gonna make it all work out. As long as you do that, you might just have your spiritual awakening. Who knows? In a week from now, you might get that blessing that you were asking for, and it's going to happen 100%. I have no doubt. But let's go, man. I've been spitting straight facts for 30 minutes, straight facts. But yes, okay. So, the dream of the planet is full of these types of traps, and falling into them pulls you out of your awareness and back into the fog and drama of the party. One of the pillars of the master yourself is learning to spot the triggers and maneuver the traps that are waiting to hook you. And nothing can help you more in the process than becoming aware of your emotions. You think that crazy girl that stabbed me up isn't still messaging me every other day? I see it. I'm just like, block. You could either focus on the negative or you can focus on the positive. I'm throwing the negative away. I'm focusing on the positive. 100%. I'm going. Okay, understanding your emotions. Our emotions are wonderful tools. Being in touch with them allows us to experience life to the fullest. When we are aware, our emotions can teach us a variety of things. They can show us what we like and don't like, what's really important to us as opposed to what isn't, and they can provide a wonderful guide to discovering the work we are meant to do in the dream of the planet. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I just had to make sure I said that right. For instance, when you are faced with an important decision and you are unsure of which course of action to take, one thing that can help you is to focus on how you feel about the options presented instead of being consumed with the stories your narrators are spouting. So don't be listening to what your mind's saying. Listen to what you feel here when you're trying to ask yourself about certain things, because you never know. As you get to know yourself better, this type of discernment becomes a very effective tool for recognizing what you really want. In popular vernacular, this would be referred to as listening to your heart instead of your head. But it's really the master yourself in action. Your emotions can also show you where you are still holding on to attachments and reveal any remaining fears and self-doubt from past domestications that you haven't released yet. It's getting hot in here. Sometimes you won't even realize you have an attachment until an event triggers an emotional reaction in you. Anytime you feel a burst of anger, frustration, guilt, shame, or any number of other negative emotions, that's the cue to look within and see what is happening. Ask yourself, like, where is the feeling coming from? When have I experienced this before? What is the source of this feeling? Once you are aware of what's happening inside, you are able to calm yourself and stop the downward spiral before you lose control. We'll probably go to like 40 minutes. And I don't want to go too long because we really could, but it's about the download time to really, or upload time to get these videos up. It just takes long. My area is pretty bad. My connection is not the best. While anger is a common emotional reaction, it is by no means the only one. Shutting down, being defensive or passive aggressiveness, feeling guilty or remorseful, or any unhelpful reactions in between are additional ways in which we can react emotionally and lose awareness of your authentic self. Whether your tendency is to be consumed with anger and rage or to sulk silently in the corner, the underlying cause of all these emotional reactions is always fear. The tool of conditional love. When fear overtakes you and sparks an emotional reaction, your attachments and domestications are now running the show. And unconditional love is cast to the wayside. Becoming a master of self is about noticing when you begin to have an emotional reaction and asking yourself immediately, what am I afraid of? The quicker you can identify and release the fear, the faster you become regrounded in the authentic self. An emotional reaction you experience is yours, not anyone else's, and consequently, it is here to teach you something about yourself. The master of self sees this as an opportunity. Sees this as an opportunity to learn and grow. And in doing so, you can deal with these emotions before they lead to an outburst that causes harm to your personal dream or the dream of the planet. Conflict in the dream planet. Because there are over 7 billion personal dreams happening concurrently in the dream of the planet, disagreements are inevitable. But these disagreements can also serve a very healthy purpose as they challenge each of us to continually evolve our respective personal dreams. And that's the same like with me. People have their opinions about XRP. I already know where it's going. And when it goes to 10K, the way people see things is going to be challenged. And the way people see spirituality and things like that is going to be challenged. And they're going to see spirituality for what it is. When one person, not to mention both parties, has an emotional reaction as a result of disagreement, this disability to see things from the point of view of the other closes and conflicts begin. An emotional reaction leaves you stuck, unable to move forward until you look more deeply at whatever the emotion is trying to tell you. Every master of self, even those who have implemented these tools diligently for years, will come across certain people and situations that pose special challenges. And I just want to say this, just in case this cuts off for some weird reason, who knows? I love you, crypto family, and you know, wherever we end up at, we'll finish tomorrow. But I feel like, honestly, tonight's talk was needed. These are the people who can really push your buttons, and dealing with them is likely to discharge an emotional reaction. While you may be able to avoid dramatic or anxiety-provoking people and situations in many instances, there will always be those moments you can't walk away when you have to deal with a person or situation at hand right then. And that's true. Like me, when I don't even want to talk about my last relationship. I won't even use that as an example, honestly. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm protecting my energy right now. The question then becomes, can you engage without being drawn back into the drama of the party? Can you stay grounded in your authentic self and show the other person respect? As a master of self who wants to maintain control of his or her will and have unconditional love for all in the dream of the planet, you can stay balanced much more easily if you find out why this person has the unique ability to provoke a reaction in you. And that's crazy, because today someone told me that I'm not unique at all. On TikTok, they were like, you are not unique at all. They were like, I think XRP, I don't know if they said they think XRP is going to go to 10K or if they think it's not, but they added in there that I'm not unique at all. And I was like, dude. Oh no, this is what he said. He said he believes in Jesus Christ and I'm not unique at all. I was like, dude, if you are truly connected to God and Jesus Christ, that would never come out of your mouth. Me, I would never tell someone they're not unique. We are all unique. There's not one person that is just like you or looks like you and has the exact mind as you. We are all unique. So that's how I'm calling this bluff, bro. You're not. People can follow Christ, but actually doing what Christ would want you to do and things like that, that's a whole different lifestyle. Whole different lifestyle. And I was just like, I didn't say like, oh, I hate you or anything like that. I was just like, God bless you. A true follower of Jesus Christ would not say something like that. And they kept going on and on. But that's the thing. I've mastered myself. I don't have to get out of my energy. Like, yeah, I had to beat somebody up the other day, but that's what I had to do. After it, I told them to seek God. They came on my Instagram talking to her. I said, dude, seek God. Because you hit a woman, which was my cousin, you made her bleed, and I know she's divine. I know she's spiritually gifted like me. I beat him up. Like, bro, you just can't do what you want to do. I'm sorry, in that type of way. But then, boom, I went right back to work, and I was like I had to calm down, right? Probably like 2 hours to calm down, as in like my mind was still kind of like racing. You know, because it took a lot in me to get out of where I'm at right now. But I had to. That's my family. But, yeah, you can't let people get reactions out of you. That's what they want. Of all the people in the entire world, the person can push your buttons maybe better than anybody else. This is a very specific gift they are offering you, and freedom awaits as soon as you can find out what that is. In my experience, the root can often be traced to one or three things, and sometimes more than one simultaneously. Let's look at those now. I'm going to try to see if this would plug in real quick. Because if not, I mean, we don't have that much time before my phone dies. Yeah, I don't really know. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this next page. Okay, prior domestications. It's possible that the person or situation provokes a deep memory of someone attempting. You know what? I'm not even gonna go into that. We're just gonna stop right there. We read a couple pages. What, 1, 2, 3 pages? And we're leaving it right here. Before we actually get into the steps of this, we're just gonna pause it right there. Because I would rather just leave it right there. We'll do more tomorrow. Because we're taking our time with this. This is not a rush. Like, we're taking our time. But I just want to get my prayer out and say, before I say that, I want to say it's 6/28/2025, 3:22 a.m. And right now, XRP is $2.18. $2.18, as you can see. And we're millionaires. I'm in here with a MetaQuest on. with a machete, you know, ready for anything, because what I got planned for the world spiritually and the way I'm about to raise the frequency on this planet, I'm not gonna let anything stop me. I'll come swinging with a sword before I let something stop me, because God told me what I had to do. But anyways, family, just bow your heads. God, tonight is very important, just like every night, and I just want you to watch over the new people that we have on my channel tonight, and people that have been here. Everything that we are doing right now is divine, and we are doing it in your image, God. You sent me here to raise the frequency on this world so that I can get these people ready for when you do come. And I will. And right now they are listening to me right now, and we are praying for them. So please, if you could hold their hand tonight when they go to sleep and heal them, heal their body. I know they have to do the work in order to get their whole entire body restructured in the nervous system. But if you could just do just a little sample for them, you know? Heal some of their wounds tonight, God, while they rest. Take some of that pain away. There's so much pain that a lot of people don't know about, and a lot of people don't want to let people know about, that they keep inside and they hold until it builds up, and then they just blow up and turn into somebody that they don't want to become, God. So for me, as I say always, for me, your prophet, the one who has done the shadow work, the one who is following in your footsteps, I'm asking you personally to heal them, give them unconditional love, and just bless them in everything that they do. In Jesus' name, thank God. Amen. It's already done, family. It's already done. Just know that. XRP's already at 10K. You're already rich. Don't let matrix workers and demons and all these other people get you out of your money. We're gonna end it right there. I will see y'all tomorrow. We're at 42 minutes. This was episode 26. We are 4 days away from 30 days in a row. And this last 30 days has been life changing for me. If y'all only knew. I love y'all. I wish y'all the best. Peace, crypto family.